Drivers, to your cars.
Hello, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. Okay, good. Microphone works. Alright. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to get Dylan to sing the national anthem. I forgot. Alright. Maybe I can call him in? We're just gonna go for it. Alright, Rafa Hen is on the pole here at Texas. Let me get settled in here. I hope you got me settled in. Y'all better be ready. Hello Rafa, hello Blanco, hello Guzman. Yeah, no anthem today. No anthem today. Down the backstretch, this will be a 2-stop race. Okay. I know, but you guys have listened to me singing the past 3 times. Yeah, Rafa Hen, you are on the pole today. Let's see how it goes. Rafa Hen is up front. That is David Dawn above him as well. The Guzman cars are fully up to speed. You see one there in 4th with their scheme now in. Beautiful looking as well. And Rafa will lead us off. And lights are out, and away we go. Starting in Texas. Side by side here for the front. That's Sammy Duff back there looking to take it 3 wide for second. That's a bold move by the Chevrolet along the bottom. David Dawn forced up high into the marbles up there. He's going to drop back. Oh, David into the wall. Oh, he's around. David is still spinning on the backstretch. A catastrophic start for the BMW. Let's see this again from a different angle. See David gets washed up here. To go through line, hits that. And, ooh, collects the Ford there. Who is that? That's Turtle. Uh-oh. Stupid ass game. We will return momentarily.
Driver, cars.
Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our sprint race. That was a sprint race. Run it in administrator. No, Daniel, that's not how that
Drivers,
works.
start your engines!
If only it was so simple. I know, Rafa, I'm sorry. You had a great start there, too. Oh, I hate this game. Tell you what, if it crashes past halfway, I'm going to count that as it started raining. If it crashes past halfway. Well, David, I'm glad you weren't here a little bit earlier, because we had a lap 1 crash, and you were in it. But the game literally crashed when I threw the yellow. So we're back again. Okay, yeah, Rafa, you're still on pole, so you're good. That's the baby in second. Sherman, so newest, fills out the top 3. Blanco in 4th. The 2 BMWs are side by side in 5th and 6th. The Astons, 7th and 8th. And some of these guys are back here. Hoping it doesn't crash. Hopefully the guy on the outside will not crash and die again. This is race 4 of 8, so at the end of this we will be halfway through. I will be dropping points at the end. Yes, we do. Alright, let's try this again. This time for real. And the green flag is out. Rafa Hand will once again lead us back to the line. This time with the baby on the outside. A really good start by Carson Sherman. He's going to jump right to the bottom. Is he there? He is. He'll challenge for the lead. Uh-oh. 3 wide there for second. Keep it off the wall, the baby. Oh, they're in the wall, and there they go. They've crashed again. Well, it all starts up here. The baby bounces off the wall. Oh, he's fine. Oh, there's David. Bounces off the... Okay. And there goes everybody. Is it on 95%? Oh, it's on 100. Ooh. This is actually my fault because it's supposed to be at 97. So this is once again my mistake. Okay. Attempt number 3. Because I saw them crash there twice. I'm like, that's not, because I did test. I tested it out.
Drivers, to your cars.
This time it's for real, I swear. We're cheating. We are not cheating. I tested it at 97%, or just less than 100, because it affects the line, the AI line, the percentage. And if you have it 100 or above, it pushes them up into the wall. And when they're 3 wide like that, then they just can't make the turn. Let's see if they hit the wall. See, there we go. They don't hit the wall, which is what they were supposed to do in the first place. Now, side by side here for the lead is Rafa and David Dawn. Rafa's cheating. Well, it doesn't look like it. He just got passed on the outside by David Dawn. Side by side here for third is Sam Bell and the baby, showing it up here. They're not at the top 5. Back here is Duff, and here the 2 Guzman cars of Blanco and Heyman. Back up here comes the baby making a move for second place. Really high on the track is the Aston Martin Bell. Big run here by Rafa. Oh, he's in the wall. Sherman's in the grass. Rafa hangs on a second, but he did hit the wall. We'll see how that affects that Shelby. Sherman looking to the inside to make the pass. Not going to happen there. Oh, pretty wide back here. Brendan Reed on the outside. He clears. We're fine. Looks like Rafa's car should be okay. Big run here for Sammy Duff. Probably take a peek to the inside. Will it? He will not. Interesting. David Dawn way out here in front. Rafa Hand still hanging on a second. The 2 Toyotas are third and fourth. Maybe it said yellow. Ah, okay, so the thing on the top, I guess it's not registered that there's a new track. But Rafa Hen is under fire here from the 2 Toyotas on the bottom. Looks like the outside is the faster line. Although he had too much momentum up there the first time he hit the wall. Sherman with another good run. Take another peek at the bottom. Open there. Alright, yeah, sorry, you'll have to ignore the top thing, unfortunately. Sherman once again looking to the inside. Not gonna happen here in this turn. Yeah, it is not lap 1, it is lap 6. Legends of life. Here we go, that's Sam Bell. Ooh, that was close. That's him battling with Sammy Duff. Bell will get the position there. Better showing here for Sam Bell today than his last few races. Did good at Mexico, but the first 2 were not very good. As we look back through the pack, everybody is single file. But David Dawn is on point with a 1.3 second advantage. Here's the baby looking underneath his teammate here. He's going to get around the 45, and here comes a big run out of the 73 Sam Bell. Sam's going to go to the inside here of the 25. Not clear. Ooh, Sherman, not a good entry. See if he can close down. No, he cannot. That's Blanco getting around. Can't help but think that damage to Rafa's car might be hurting his pace just a little bit. He's a couple tenths off. That's true. That is true. The Aston Martin of Sam Bell, native here to Texas. Off to a really good start. Here's the 52 kind of round looking underneath the 14 of Blanco. Blanco can defend on his outside. A good entry there for the Aston. But Blanco holding even here a little bit. Unable to do so. Aston Martin does get around. Here side by side, here's the baby trying to get second from Rafa. And it looks like he will be successful in doing so. David Dawn still with a 1 second lead. Rafa very well may have damage. Might be affecting his performance just slightly. He's running the same lap time as David did that time, but Rafa has the draft. And there it is. Look how much he gained on the 25. And he moves right to the inside. Ooh, had to check up there. 25 cut him off. I do remember that. That was a really good race. Pocono was really a good track for us. So ended up looking to get around the 73, but not making a move. David opening the lead back up again by a couple tenths. Rafa now looking to the inside. Once again, the 25 cuts down. Not a good spot to try to make the pass there. David with another 10th. Here's Sam Bell trying to get around the outside of Rafa. Looks like he's going to. Very strong corner there. Out of the 73. Ooh, had to really gather the car back up there on exit. You guys want a Quan update? Where is he? There he is. He's in 11th somehow. He's ahead of Emilio, Hendricks, Reed, Heyman, and Roundy. But the battle for like around 5th is where it's really heating up here. Sam Bell looking back to the inside of Sammy Duff. Not gonna make a move. Ooh, or will he? He does. Duff's leaving the door open, but not enough of a run out of the 73 to get to that inside. Hello, William Roundy. Welcome to the club. You are in last now, but it's a long race with the two-stopper. We've done no pit stop so far. You still got the draft. David has continued to pull away a little bit. Probably because these guys keep fighting back here. Sam Bell under fire from Carson Sherman. You will. This is race 4 out of 8. So still half the season to go. William, you got a good shot. See if Duff will make the move on Rafa here. Yes, he does. Duff looking to the inside. Not a good entry there by the Chevrolet. And Rafa's going to hold here. David Dawn, 30.8, 30.2. So the baby is slowly but surely gaining in here. Duff once again making a run at the Shelby for 3rd. He'll get it there. Sam Bell tries to follow through, and so does Carson Sherman. Everybody trying to get around that potentially damaged Shelby. Really close to the wall there. Sam Bell wasting no time looking back to the inside. He wants that 3rd position. Looks like a good run for the Chevrolet on the outside. Really good momentum there by the Aston Martin there on the bottom. Oh, he got really swirly there. Had to check up a little bit. And he's defending the 45, holding that bottom line. That's going to open up the outside for Connor Brown. He's going to be able to get some good momentum there. And indeed, he does around the outside of Rafa. Maybe he'll try to hold that. It's going to be close. Because it was Sherman right in front. David Dawn at a 30.8. The baby at a 30.7 at a 1.3 second gap. Really slow there out of Sammy Duff. Bell caught really fast into that car. And he looked to the inside. It's an aggressive move by the 73. Oh man, I thought he had him there. These guys are going at it for 3rd place. This is great racing. Bell to the inside. Here comes Sherman looking underneath the Chevrolet of Sammy Duff. David continuing to open up the gap. These guys have to start to work together. Ooh, side by side here between the Lotus and the Ford. That's Blanco and Turtle going at it. Blanco's going to move up a spot. Rafa Hen still keeping that Shelby fast. He moves into 6th. But David Dawn is still way out front here. 21 laps. These cars can go about 30 to 35 approximately on fuel, give or take. Especially at a drafting track like Texas. Second place is still the Baby, who has started to lose ground to the 6th car. Sam Bell behind them in 3rd, followed by Sherman in 4th. Sammy Duff in the top 5. 6th is Connor Brown. 7th is Rafa. 8th is Blanco. 9th is Gage, and 10th is Turtle. Back here we have Quan still holding on to 11th. Emilio in 12th. Hendricks in 13th. Heyman just took over 14th. Reed in 15th. And Roundy rounds out in 16th. The case of the SIDS. That's a really devastating case, Blanco. Actually, it might help you gain a position here. Take a look to the inside. Don't think that's going to happen. No. Door shut by Rafa there. But you got a good run. Guzman says, have you ever had the idea of driving the Cup Series? Seth is still doing it. When I had the itch to do one of these, you know, that would be the first thing I would do. But Seth is still doing it, and he's going to do a good job with it. So as long as he's still doing it, and I just wanted to do something different as well. I feel like with open wheel cars, I can have a shorter schedule. It's something different. I can do a lot of different things. Car look different, sound look different, strategy different, racing different. You know, it's all very different. So that's nice, and it's just a short, you know, one season kind of thing. You know, maybe I'll keep it going depending on how much time I have. I will be full-time working in about a week or so. So we'll see. We'll cross the bridge when we get there. If I have extra time, like on the weekend and stuff, I might continue this series, just because it's a lot less time consuming than if I were to do a NASCAR series. The NASCAR series is very time consuming. Because we had, you know, like what, 30, 40 cars? There's only 16 in this. We had, what, 20 to 22 races per season? We only have 8 in this one. Maybe I'll expand it a little bit more than 8, but like never past 10. So this is a lot more smaller, and that's a lot more manageable to me. And it's also cool just doing open wheel as well. Another thing that's cool, at least for any BMW fans, is David Dawn is up to a 1.5 seconds of a gap above the Baby. Sam Bell follows in 3rd, Sammy Duff is in 4th. One thing to maybe help level the playing field is David will not be saving any fuel by having no drafting help up there. Whereas, well, I guess the Baby's not either, but Bell and everybody else behind here will be getting drafting help, helping them with their fuel situation. Guzman looks similar to Aston. Yes, he does. But that's not Guzman trying to copy Aston. That is something called, I'm not too educated on it, but it's called like British Racing Green or whatever. And a lot of any kind of British racing car is like that kind of shady of green. And I think that shade of green looks really cool. So I'm totally fine with the Guzmans or the Lotuses and the Astons looking alike. Because I think they both look really good. The Astons and the Lotus with the dark green and the yellowish color there. I personally think that's like a top 3 color combination for me. Maybe even top 1, honestly. So I'm totally cool with that. And it looks different enough you can distinguish them. Like Guzman's car is a little bit more of a like muted colors, where the Aston is a lot more like color palette-y, if that makes sense. Like the Aston is like a lot more vibrant, where this one's a little bit more low-key, and I like the differences. So I'm a big fan of both of those. David's now up to a 2-second lead. He is flying. Lap 30 here. So 3, 6, 9. Yeah, the pit window is officially open. Connor Brown, speaking of, there they are side by side. Guzman and the Aston. David back down to a 1.6 gap there. Monster lap out of the 25. Or maybe just a little bit slower out of David. No, that was a monster lap out of the 25. 31 flat versus 31.2. Stampella 31.8, 31.9, 31.5, 31.2. So good lap there out of the baby. We'll see if he can keep it up. David here runs a 31.6 versus 31.4. Baby continues to slowly reel him in. But we will see here. Nobody's come down pit lane yet. Pit window is most certainly open. 32 laps out of 84. I know you guys can't see the lap counts, so I am sorry about that. 31.3, a really good lap. 31.8, not a good lap. And the gap is back to 2 seconds. Race for third starts to heat up a little bit with Sam Bell and Sammy Duff. We should see pit stops any time now. It's lap 33 of 84. They are due for fuel soon, within the next 5 laps or so. David is staying out. Baby's staying out. Anybody who pits early will get a undercut advantage with the tires, if they choose to do so. Looks like nobody's going to risk it yet. This is a 2-stop race. Is David winning, Tyler? Yes, he is. Yeah, sorry, the thing at the top has broken because the game crashed on lap 1. So David's still staying out. We'll keep watching these guys go past pit road. Actually, we'll watch this battle here as Duff has a run. Let's go on board. Rafa Hen. Rafa's the first car to make the dive down pit lane. And he's the only car to make the dive down pit lane. Lap 35 of 84. This is a good time to pit. This is a smart undercut here. I'd like the play from the Shelby. That's going to bring David in, and that will probably bring the rest of the field. Looks like the baby's going to stay out for another lap. So are a lot of these other guys. Interesting. Here's the Aston Martin of Connor Brown coming in. Rafa, 4 tires, of course, everybody should put 4 tires of fuel. David in, Gage, Turtle, Kwan, Hendricks, Heyman, and Roundy. So the baby is your leader, staying out an extra lap. That's a great move by Rafa Hen. I like that he was in first. Ooh, a little bit of contact there between Duff and Bell. Duff slowing up a little bit too much for Sam Bell's liking there. Sherman's going to stay out. So the 2 Toyotas have stayed out here. Interesting play. And Blanco will follow these Toyotas, and everybody else is on pit lane. Rafa Hen is back out and on track, and he is coming back down. Okay. That is good. Now the Toyotas are coming in. Well, one of them is. So Sherman's the only car to stay out. Wait, maybe that was Amelia. No, that was Rafa. What are you doing? Repairing damage, perhaps? What are you doing? Why is everybody coming in? Okay, now Sherman's coming in. Welcome back from class. I think the game broke again. Okay, Rafa, we're gonna watch Rafa. If Rafa comes in again, the game's broken. There's no reason he should come in. Alright, Rafa's out on track. I swear if he comes down pit lane again. Please don't, bro. Okay, what the... I did not test this far for pit stops. So, I'll watch Reed here. Might just be like a Rafa thing. Oh, well, isn't this fun? Okay, the game has broken. They keep pitting. Except for Roundy. Ah, indeed. So that's gonna be a no for this race. Gosh dang it, dude. Alright, normal Texas we go. Let's try this again. Oh my, I've never had this many problems with a track before. I hate this game. Dude, if it crashes, I quit. I quit. I hate this game. This game is awful. Every day I wake up and this game tries to ruin whatever I got going. He had the wear on. Yes, I did indeed have the... everything's right. I hate this game. No, we're not doing 84, we're doing 67.
Drivers, cars.
Is this on? Drivers!
Drivers, to your cars.
Hello again. Welcome back to attempt number 4. Attempt number 4 of this awful track that I hate. I mean, I love the track, but it's crashed and messed up 4 times. I've never seen that before in any track where the cars just are on an endless loop on pit road. Like, I know it happens like once in a blue moon, but half the field was doing it. Alright, so down to 67 laps. Green flag is out once again. Here comes the baby. He's on the outside with the 73. Don't worry, David Dawn. Looks like he's going to get the lead here anyway. I think he may have already left though. I wouldn't blame him though, because he was dominating. Well, David Dawn is back out in front by a large margin. He will be fine. Rafa's back out in 3rd. The baby's back out in 4th. Here are the 2 Toyotas. Reed is a big jumper there. And here are all these guys battling. What do you mean tomorrow? I did not say it was tomorrow. Yesterday at 11:03 p.m. Eastern, I said Texas is tomorrow night. That was yesterday at 11:03. Now today, we are running the race. Is Reed missing part? Where is Reed? No, it looks like he's fine. The two Toyotas here side by side. No. I said this would be tomorrow yesterday. On Monday night, I said Texas would be tomorrow. Today is Monday's tomorrow. Meaning the race is today. Rafa Hen has caught up to the back bumper of David. And he looks to the inside. It blends in. Oh yeah. Let's see if Rafa can get the pass done. It's closer side by side. That should let the Toyotas and everybody else gain in. I just hear tomorrow. I said tomorrow yesterday. Wow. And that's Rafa Hen to the front. David files it back behind in the outside in the draft. The two Toyotas and the other BMW of Brendan Reed. Approach here is Emilio Sambell. Emilio on the outside is not good for him. That's true, but that tomorrow was said yesterday.
Hi, I'm Tony Stewart, driver of the number 14 Chevrolet. As a driver, I don't have enough time for a full breakfast in the morning, but I still love the taste of bacon and eggs, so I eat gourmet gum. Now you can chew on the great taste of...
The lap is lap 8 of 67. Hello, David. You were in the lead. Rafa Hen just got around you. I'm saying tomorrow in the context of the message that I sent yesterday. Can the game not crash again? We'll see. This is the default NR 2003 track, so everything should be fine. Oh boy, here's Sherman. Going under the 25, not gonna, that's probably for the best thing. These guys gotta work together to see if they can catch Rafa. Lap 10 of 67. I'll give you guys an update on the laps because the top counter is broken from the first attempt, and this is attempt number 4. I'm not saying tomorrow right now. I'm saying tomorrow right now in the context of the message that I sent yesterday. So yesterday I said tomorrow, meaning that the current time that I specified for this race is currently today. Oh, what is he doing in the wall? Turtle's in the wall. A hard crash for him. There's debris on the track. Let's Turtle into the wall along with Blanco. Looks like David Dawn maybe got the spot. I think they're still racing back. They are. David Dawn was able to get around before the yellow came out. Hello, Sambell. And David Dawn will take the lead under yellow. Behind him is the baby, and then Rafa. Damage here for the 1 of Turtle and the 11 of Blanco here, who were involved in that small incident, just damage to the side of their cars. I would imagine that everybody should come down for tires. If you pit, it's still a 2-stop race, but I feel like Texas is a multi-groove track. Passing is simple if you have better tires, and I would take the better tires. Should be everybody coming down here. Indeed it is. Let's see. Pit stop time. Actually, Seth, you got a good point. That's correct. I could see some people take 2 tires here. Actually, I might recommend that. Looks like everybody's taking 4, though. First car to drop is... Good stop there for Rafa. He'll gain a spot. You see Blanco and Turtle there still down in the pit lane assessing their damage. And Turtle's out. So that's David Dawn to the start. Alright, we will be back after this quick message from our local station.
We imagine a future. And our imaginings horrify us. They won't fear it. Until they understand it. And they won't understand it until they've used it. Theory will take you only so far.
I'm sorry to interrupt this, and I'm sure David will not be mad at this whatsoever. But there appears to be some steam coming out of the BMW there. I'm really sorry to interrupt the Wappenheimer, but that's not good for the 6 car. God, this really sucks. That's a team issue there. Hopefully they'll be able to fix it, get it back on track. We just saw 1 crash. We're likely to have more. It's good to see David's best friend is laughing at his demise. Well, I guess he would be. He gained a spot. Classic BMW engines. Karma. I am not up to date with the drama. That's just the blunt Rogers gave me. Okay, that's funny. We'll see if they're able to repair that engine and hopefully get back on track. We're just gonna accelerate here. Alright. Looks like the 6 car is officially out. The gearbox was the issue officially, so I know David wanted to be consistent. That's not good for him, but we're only halfway through. You had good results the first 2 races, and David, the next 4 races are all clean races. There's no shenanigans. It's 3 road courses and a flat oval. So if you have been over these 4 races building up your team and driver skill points, you will definitely shine in those races. Anyway, we have a Toyota out front of the baby, but he's currently under fire by Rafa. Running 3rd is Mike Hendricks. How is he in 3rd? That is incredible. Behind him is Emilio and around Gage Brown. Keep an eye on that other BMW, Brendan Reed. They might also have similar engine problems as well. A great corner by the 25 there. He's able to get a big jump over Rafa. I don't get the O'Reilly joke. Ooh, what a move by Emilio there. Shelby having a great day here. 2 cars in the top 5. He's looking to get past that Corvette. Side by side there for 3rd. As the Toyota, the 25, continues to scoot away. Lap 18 of 67. We still have 1 more pit stop to go. Cars can go anywhere between 30 to 35 laps on fuel. He's still got the nose in there. Yes, he does. Sends it in there. Ooh, not a good corner there for the Corvette. And Emilio should be able to clear. Oh, Hendricks is way up the track. He's in the wall. He sent it. He misjudged the corner, tried to get too much out of it, and he's going to sit in front of his teammate. Interesting move there. He's going to slow up Quan and let Connor Brown get by. A disastrous move there from Hendricks. Tried to get too much out of the car. Should have just conceded the position there. And now that he's damaged, he's going to be falling back through the field. And the other drivers are going to have to watch out for this because he will be a moving chicane here. Oh, that's right. Okay, I get it now. Oh man, is that Cannon Gage behind? Oh no, that's Sammy Duff. Not good for Duff. The baby is currently over a second in front of Rafa Hen. But Rafa Hen is closing. He gained a 10th there. His teammate is behind in third. Side by side for fourth. That's William Roundy. An impressive run by Roundy here. He's up to fourth. As Gage drops back to fifth and maybe even sixth. 2-3, Rafa, 2-3. The baby hitting out front. That's Gage and Connor Brown. Look to be going at it. The baby out front. He and Rafa running just about equal lap times there. Emilio a little bit faster, likely because of the draft effect. Everybody's mostly even down. Here comes Seth Heyman making his way up. He's going to get around the Corvette of Quan. The teammate from Sherman is running back here. Ooh, Gage washing up the track a little bit. Keep it off of that wall, buddy. 25 car sounds really good. Take a listen. Let's do a few laps of Crank It Up. That was fun. I love the sound of these cars. Since then, the baby's gap has slowly been closing to Rafa, but not at a crazy rate. Emilio here has kind of lost Rafa by quite a little bit. And Connor Brown rounds out the top 5, followed by Cannon Gage, who's under fire from Sherman. Heyman's in 7th, Hendricks is in 8th, Sam Bell in 9th, and Brendan Reed has been ferociously defending 10th place from Daniel Blanco. Hello, Ripper. Welcome to the Open Wheel Series. Blueberry muffin indeed. Oh, I thought that was the baby. Sherman, I was like, whoa, 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 what happened? But no. The baby's still up front. Let's take a look at his lap time. 29.9, 29.9. He and Rafa look to be about pace for pace so far. Emilio here in 3rd. 4th, 5th. Sherman closing in to the top 5. And Blanco, or sorry, that's Reed. Blanco's lost his spot. Wait, no, they're still the same. It's Duff who's falling back. A little side by side from 13 here between Rowdy, Quan, and Turtle. Wait a minute, 15, 14, 13, 12. Yeah, okay. But we lost somebody. Well, we did lose somebody, but you know what I mean. These cars are indeed certainly driving. Lewis says, what happened? The track broke, the cars kept pitting all the time, so we had to restart again. But this time it's gonna work. Lap 30 of 67 here. So let me do some calculations. We have 67 laps to go. Sure, but Blanco, why would you sit there? Rafa continues to be closing in. I would estimate the pit window could open, you know, as early as like maybe lap 35-ish, so maybe 4 more laps. If anybody has their pit aggressiveness set like extremely high, and they want to really take like a gamble to do a super undercut, the pit window would be opening in about 5 to 7 laps, I'd say, for that extremely aggressive modifier. But while we've been talking about that, Rafa Hen has closed the distance. The rest of the field is 2 seconds or even more behind these 2 cars. So unless another yellow comes out. Is it my sound or the game sound? I've been hearing that a lot from people. That's not good. Ooh, not a good corner by the 25. He washed up. And that's going to let Rafa just get right on by. See if maybe the baby can use the draft here to lock onto that Shelby. Wow, yeah, big run out of the 25, or he had a big run. See if he can draft up to the Shelby here. This is going to be the telltale lap for the 25. He's got to keep in distance of the Shelby. Yeah, not really a battle. The 25 completely washed up. Looks like he's getting a decent run-ish. He's not really gaining. He needs to be gaining a lot more with that draft. And he's not. Yeah, Rafa continues to slowly pull away. If he does that, he's going to lose the draft. That draft is ever important. He needs that. Not only to save fuel, which is also a small concern here, but also just to keep pace and not let that leader get away. There we go. Alright, he's keeping pace now. That was a good lap out of the 25. In third place here is Emilio, who is washing way up the track. You can tell these cars' tires might be starting to wear down a lot. We've seen a lot of cars just go straight up the track. Yeah, used it up. Let's watch here again. Yeah, the baby is definitely in the draft now. Uh-oh, that's not a good line for him, I think. He's got to run, though. He's going to try to dime in the corner, get the run on the backstretch. He's got it. The move is open. If he wants to take it, he does. The baby looking to the inside. He is there underneath the Shelby. A wide arc there for Rafa. That's probably the smartest move, but a good run for the 25. He's going to sail right around on the bottom. Now the roles have been reversed. It's Rafa Hen once again. He's got to get back up close to that Toyota in front of him and get the draft and work his way back. Now, while this incredible battle is going on, I do want to remind people that the pit window is mathematically open. It's not realistically open. I think they're going to stay out for at least another, like, maybe 10 laps or so, but mathematically, it is open. Nobody has pit yet. So Rafa is certainly getting, I think Rafa might be slightly the better car. And I say that as he messes up the entry to turn 1. Just because he is getting to the corner a lot. Okay. Is Rafa okay? I started talking good about Rafa, and then he had 2 bad corners back to back. I was going to say he was catching the 25 a lot quicker than the 25 was catching him. I feel like the lap time here is not going to be good. 30.6. 31.2 is not good at all. Battle for third here, as Connor Brown looks to close in on the other Shelby. Good day for Shelby here, running second and third. Nobody's pit yet, but I would consider pitting soon if I'm like maybe outside of the top. What's the gap? Yeah, shoot, if I'm outside of, you know, honestly, if I'm not the top 2, if I'm not first or second, I would be open to pitting soon. Texas is a big wear on fuel and tires. That's true. I think Rafa's still close enough for the draft distance. The draft distance in Indy cars is a lot farther than it is in a stock car, I believe, I think. Not 100% on that. I don't know too much about Indy cars. Rafa's still a little bit slower there, but he's certainly recovered a little bit. I'm sure he'll start closing in the 25 again soon. Still nobody has pit. Lap 43 out of 67. Uh-oh. Wow, interesting. The Toyota of the baby's gonna pit first. Is anybody else gonna follow him? He's gonna beat everybody else to the undercut. That's a creative strategy. Interesting. That's so cool. That's so interesting. That's gotta draw everybody else down now, right? I mean, you gotta pit now, I'd assume. Especially if you're Rafa, you gotta come this time. Looks like he is. Yep, Rafa's coming down this time. I think that's a safe move. You gotta react off of what he does. But I like this from Emilio and Connor Brown as well. I like that they're staying out. I think they're so far back that they have to run their race. I think, like, if they're so far back, they're not going to really catch first and second, and if they are, they should stay out now and come back on the tail end of the run, come in close to the checkered with fresh tires, and they'll hope that the baby and Rafa battle, and these two, Emilio and Connor Brown, they'll see if they can catch them on the backside after the leaders have worn out their stuff. Here comes Sam Bell. I got worried there for Sherman. He's going to come down as well. But where are the leaders? I believe that's Rafa Hen. Yep, that's Rafa coming out now. Where's the baby? There he is. I think, did he pass him already? No, he didn't. There's Rafa. So the baby is going to keep the lead. That was a creative. Now he's going to have 1 lap older tires. And we're going to see the impact of fresh tires here. The baby's going to look at the speed. Look at the speed difference in fresh tires. Soared right around that Ford. There's a 73 Bell coming out, and looks like the rest of the field is making their stops now. We'll keep an eye on Emilio and Sam Bell, or sorry, Connor Brown. They're going to stay out. I like the strategy. Stay out longer. Give yourself the biggest advantage on tires in the last run that you can, but don't stay out too long. I think now would be about the time you want to come in. Because you are losing time to the fresh tires. You'll gain it back at the end. But you don't want to stay out too long. You're costing yourself a lot of time each lap. Like they just ran a 31.2. Oh, and they're staying out again. I don't like that. He ran himself a 30, so they're losing 1 second a lap to fresh tires. I mean, look at the baby just fly around. Who was that? That's Blanco. And here's Rafa. Rafa's going to try to hunt them down. I know it says he's in third and 14th, or 12th and 11th, but this is the battle for the lead. There's Rafa entering 3. There's Rafa, so he is certainly still there. Here's Cannon Gage coming down, followed by Reed, Heyman, and Sherman. Pit road's going to be busy this time, by. Connor Brown and Emilio are down. Looks like just about everybody's down. Turtle is, he just came out. So the baby will recycle now back to the lead, with Rafa Hen following in tow. There's the gap on track between first, second. This is Sam Bell. Where's Emilio? Emilio may have came in a lap later. Yep, there's the rest of the field they just passed. It's Roundy. Is he a lap car? Roundy might be a lap car. Hopefully he does not get in front of Shelby and Rafa here. Looks like he will. Actually, he's going to come on. He might pass the baby now with fresh tires. 51 of 67, so maybe 15 left to go. Hendricks coming out. Blanco, Gage, Reed, Heyman, Sherman. Try to figure out where everybody is. Alright, here's the baby. The baby's in first. Rafa's in second. Sam Bell's in third. Not a good pit cycle there for Emilio. He lost a lot of time. That's going to pretty much give Sam Bell third. Sammy Duff looks to be trying to get around for fourth. Connor Brown in sixth. Turtle in seventh. Sherman in eighth. Heyman in ninth. Gage in 10th. Reed in 11th. Blanco in 12th. Quan's 13th. Hendricks 14th. And Roundy is 1 lap down in 15th. This is an interesting situation because Roundy is in between these guys, and if we were in stock cars, I would say this is bad for Rafa, but 1, Rafa has 1 lap pressure tires, and 2, he could be getting the draft off of this Ford of Roundy. Ford and Shelby, you know, they're pretty much a part of the same company. You know, just different things, kind of like Chevrolet and Pontiac back in the day, back in the NASCAR days in the early 2000s. So maybe trying to work together to catch his Toyota, perhaps. Right now, the gap is at 1 second and 4/10. The gap to third is 8 seconds. So unless the yellow comes out again, this is your race for the win. Thank you, River. I knew River was a true G. Oh, the baby, what's going on? Not a good corner there for the 25. Uh-oh, Roundy to the inside. No, he's going to be respectful. Good play there by Roundy. He had the chance to try to get around the 25. He will not. So that's much appreciated. But now he's going to have to get out of Rafa's way. He'll point Rafa to the inside. That was close. But he gives Rafa the preferred line. And Rafa is now free to hunt down the baby with no lap cars in between. Sam Bell gained half a second there. Remember, Bell is on like 4 lap fresher tires. Then Rafa and like 5 lap fresher tires than the baby. He just ran a 29.8 versus the baby. Alright, 29.5. We'll see what Bell runs here. 29.6. So he's running roughly the same. He's being hurt by the fact he doesn't have anybody to draft off of. Rafa and the baby can draft off of each other. Yeah, he really did. That would have not been good. Perhaps Roundy will drop far enough back to give Bell a little draft boost. That'll definitely help him out. Like maybe he cut into the lead a little bit. But we'll see. Otherwise, we have 10 laps to go when we come back around. the Ford has caught back up to Rafa. That's not good. Monster lap out of the baby there. Almost half a second faster than Rafa that time by. I don't know if these cars can give like an aero push. They don't. In my mind, I'm not really imagining how that's possible. Like, obviously you can push in a stock car, but in an open wheel, I don't know. Roundy's also on fresher tires. But here he is behind Rafa again. This is going to impact something. Oh, he's going to look to the inside. Rafa's going to have to spend a little bit of time worrying how to defend against this guy. Rafa did run a faster lap time than the baby, though. Oh, now he's not going to, though. Roundy's definitely faster, but he's held off both of those laps. He could have passed Rafa, and he has not. At least not yet. Lap 60 of 67. Still within 1 second. Sam Bell's down to 7 seconds now. He cut 1 second off. The 4-car of Emilio is catching as well. So is Sammy Duff a little bit. And everybody back behind there is pretty spread out. A little bit for the most part. There's a decent little pack there. But we're focusing on his leaders. Where's the blue flag? I mean, if the yellow comes out, you know, he wants to be on the lead lap if he can. So he can hang along with these guys. Not a good corner there by Rafa. Lost a little bit more time. I mean, Rafa's still going to get a second place out of this more than likely. Which is still very good. But he's still searching for that first win. He's been debatably the best car this season so far. The baby at 29.9, Rafa 30.4. The baby is leaving. Team order says go Rafa. Rafa is not going. 30.3, 30.0. He's continuing to lose time. Might be the pressure from Roundy. Maybe he has to adjust his line to keep Roundy behind. Might even be better for Rafa to let Roundy go, get the draft off him. He's not racing Roundy. Sam Bell dropped back a little bit, so it's all between these guys from here. You saw the gap there. A faster lap from Rafa that time by. A second and a half is a little bit doable, especially in open wheel cars. If Rafa can just get the draft and stay in it, get a good run going, he should get there by the end. Rafa, a few tenths faster that time, cuts it down by 3 tenths. 3 laps to go, 65 of 67. Let's go on board. Rafa is once again faster, 2 laps to go. The baby will take the white flag. Oh no. Is that Rafa? No. Rafa, what are you doing? No, Rafa. Rafa has come down pit lane. And that's gonna leave the 25 car out to get Toyota and Newis's first win of the open wheel campaign. The baby is your winner at Texas. Dylan said Rafa go. Rafa did indeed go down the pit lane. That's going to give second place to Emilio, who got around Sam Bell. Impressive performance there by Emilio. He was up to 6 seconds while Emilio was flying there at the end. I didn't even realize. So Shelby still comes home with the car in second. It's just not Rafa. Oh no, where did Rafa finish? 14. I'm patrolling my team from the remaining races. Oh, I don't understand why he did that. Points will be coming out at some point today or tomorrow from these 4 races. So that is it. The baby is your winner here in the open wheel thing. Here's the official standings. Rafa finished above Roundy, so, you know, above those 2 guys. But that is it. So we will see you guys next week. Now, let me talk about the schedule. I know some people have had some bad luck recently, especially David and Rafa. But over the first half of the season, if you've been coming to all the races as a team owner or driver, your skill points will be up high enough. You should be able to get a really good result in the next 4 races, because in the first half of the season, you know, we have Dover and Texas, which are 2 high-speed, high-banked ovals. We had Mexico, which was, of course, a wreck fest. So, and then Portland was a pretty tame race. But the second half of the schedule, the first half of it is our trip to Europe. We go to the United Kingdom and France. Both of those are very tame road courses. Then we come back here to finish in New England. So one up in Lime Rock, that's another tame road course. Then we finish with a flat oval at New Hampshire, which is a tame oval. So not a lot of shenanigans there. So my idea is that when we get to the end, the second 4 races of the season, the people with the skill points will be able to rise to the top and make their run toward the end of the season. So what do you mean Dover thumbs down? I don't want to see points. You'll be fine. Alright, so next time we're back, we'll be going to the United Kingdom first. So excited for that. I'll see you guys then.